Alright, Keir Starmer's chief of staff just walked out the door and everyone's asking the same question. How long has the Prime Minister actually got left? Stick around and subscribe for more of this because Westminster smells blood in the water and the feeding frenzy's just getting started. So Morgan McSweeney's gone. The man who got Starmer into number 10, the architect of Labour's election victory, the bloke who made Starmer electable in the first place, has resigned over the Mandelson disaster. And here's the thing. This isn't just losing an advisor. This is losing your human shield, your political bodyguard, your chief protector all in one catastrophic moment. Let that sink in for a second. Starmer now stands alone in Downing Street without the one person who's been guiding him through the minefield of government. The engine behind his success has just cut out and is rolling downhill with no brakes. Absolute scenes. And the question everyone's whispering in Westminster tea rooms is whether McSweeney's resignation actually puts out the fire or just dumps petrol on it. Because sacrificing your most trusted advisor to save yourself rarely looks like strength. It looks like desperation wrapped in a press statement. The parallels to Boris Johnson are painfully obvious. When Johnson lost Dominic Cummings, the sharks started circling. Both Johnson and Starmer stood by controversial figures despite clear warnings. Both defended those appointments until the pressure became unbearable. Both ended up offering a trusted advisor as a sacrifice when the scandal spiraled out of control. Beautiful irony. But here's where it gets properly different. Johnson had time. He limped on for months after Cummings left before the party finally turned on him. Starmer might not have that luxury. His majority's massive, but his political capital's evaporating faster than a puddle in the Sahara. Westminster operates entirely on perception. When a prime minister loses his chief of staff under fire, MPs don't see decisive leadership. They see weakness. They see vulnerability. They smell opportunity. If you're enjoying this breakdown of a government in crisis mode, go ahead and subscribe because this story's got more chapters to come. Those conversations in the tea rooms are already shifting from if to when. Backbenchers who've been keeping their heads down and their mouths shut are suddenly finding their voices. The growing list of Starmer detractors just got handed ammunition on a silver platter. And let's be clear about what this resignation actually means. It's supposed to draw a line under the Mandelson scandal, move the story on, give the government a reset. Except it does the complete opposite. It confirms that appointing Mandelson was politically fatal. It confirms that the warnings from security services and the Trump administration were ignored. It confirms that the decision-making at the top of government was catastrophically flawed. Here's what makes this even more brutal for Starmer. He can't blame his team anymore. McSweeney's taken responsibility and walked. The buck stops with the Prime Minister now. The responsibility for appointing a man with links to China and Jeffrey Epstein as U.S. ambassador, despite everyone telling him not to, rests entirely with Keir Starmer. This is what political death by 1,000 cuts looks like. First, the Mandelson appointment blows up. Then the security concerns leak. Then the payoff gets revealed. Then your chief of staff resigns. Each one chipping away at your authority, your credibility, your ability to govern. And the sharks aren't just circling anymore. They are closing in. MPs are watching to see if Starmer can stabilize the ship, or if it's already taking on too much water. The slightest wobble, the next scandal, one more misstep, and the whispers turn into open rebellion. How much more can Starmer actually take before his own party decides is more liability than asset? History suggests not much. Prime ministers who lose their key advisors under scandal rarely recover their footing. The momentum shifts, and it's almost impossible to get it back. Subscribe if you want tomorrow's drama delivered with the same energy because we're watching a government unraveling in real time. The question isn't whether more damage is coming. It's whether Starmer can survive when it does.